Bravo, Doug Ford. This guy literally just told America exactly what to do. Now, it wasn't the conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre. It wasn't Justin Trudeau. Doug Ford literally stuck it to America. And I got to say, he basically told them that if you come and you put tariffs on Canada, we're going to cut the power to you guys. So initially I thought to myself, well, what's the big deal? How much power does Canada actually give the U.S.? We are the biggest providers of electricity and oil to the United States. The biggest. 60% of U.S. crude imports and 85% of electricity imports all come from Canada. So if you didn't know, Canada is a powerhouse when it comes to powers. Literally, Doug Ford put it all on the table and said, hey, Donald, look, we're friends, we're allies, we're neighbors. But if push comes to shove, America's going dark. I ain't mad at that.
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking and stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you so much for supporting your girl. So it's another video today, and Canada to cut off the energy supply to the United States, and that action was in response to the President Donald Trump tariff plan. His tariff plan on all Canadian imports. I know, right? What an interesting story. And as usual, people have a lot to say. Social media is buzzing. Let's get into the videos. Let's hear what they have to say. And please comment. Let me know what you think about this also. What impact do you think it's going to have on the United States? What impact do you think it's going to have on Canada itself? I mean, it has to go both ways, right? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you at the end of the video.
You know, I think it's hilarious. Canada says if Donald Trump puts tariffs on them, they're going to cut off the power to the U.S. because they only care about the Canadians, the Ontarians. So you're going to shut off the power to the U.S. and put all of your people out of work. That is so funny. You don't understand. That is so freaking funny. We buy the energy and the oil and all from Canada. We purchase it. So you're going to take all that money from your country. All of the people that produce that energy, that produce that oil, you're going to put them out of work. So all of your people are going to be on unemployment. Are you very smart, Canada? Are you very... No, I'm going to tell you, you're a chicken, Canada, because when Donald Trump says something, you're going to bow down and say, yes, sir. That's how it's going to be. I know it. Y'all play chicken with the U.S. all the time, but you have to understand, the United States ain't playing, and Trump ain't the one to play with. Love you, Trump. Keep your head up, America. Things are fixing to get a whole lot better.
Doug Ford literally has no idea what he's doing, and he has to be one of the dumbest people on earth. He just threatened to cut off all energy from the US if Trump imposes the tariff. Here's the thing about that scenario. It does not end good for us. Our tariffs are going to go from 25% to 50% if he does this. I can guarantee you, because that's exactly what I would do if I were Trump. And that's why he's not worried about it, because we have no negotiation power. That all went out the window the moment Trudeau openly bashed and backstabbed Trump, thinking he was never going to be reelected again. All the liberals spoke ill of Donald Trump. They implemented crazy policies. The whole Trump team literally disagreed with everything they did with the Emergencies Act. They were disgusted by it. Most Americans are actually disgusted by it. Trump has been trolling Trudeau. He literally has no respect for him or for the Liberal government. And the worst thing you can do is what Doug Ford just threatened to do, is to have retaliatory tariffs, because that's not going to stop this from happening. It's just not. The best thing he could have done is what Danielle Smith said she would do. She said she created a new task force. This task force is going to monitor with high-end technology, high-end drones, the border. And she just flat out said today, this is a terrible idea. They do $122 billion in exports. That's what Alberta does. And she's got a good point. Why am I going to create tariffs only so it could go to the federal government so they could just waste it? There is no point. So what is he doing? He needs to learn from Danielle, because she knows exactly what to do, because her province is so energy rich, they can create so much revenue and so much business, not only for Alberta, but minimize the amount of taxes that Albertans pay. Because Trump is looking at expediting approvals process. We're probably going to have a continuance of the transcontinental pipeline. If I were Trump, I would probably put something in place to make sure that they can never be nixed. Once it gets signed, it is done. There's nothing that the government can do. Otherwise, they have to pay something like $500 billion. That's the way I would do it, to make sure that that pipeline always goes through, because it's in the best interest of both countries, especially Canada. But I'm telling you, he has the intelligence of a D-level student. It's embarrassing.
Things keep going from bad to worse for Republicans, and here's why. For starters, Trump's economic plans have backfired badly, as Canada's top leaders have announced that they will cut off energy supply to America if Trump proceeds with his 25% tariff plan. This would absolutely be devastating for the US economy, as our country receives a ton of crude oil from Canada, which is used for making gas. If Trump lets Canada cut off this energy supply, gas prices will rise across the country, and that will be absolutely embarrassing for Republicans. Then you have the decline of Elon Musk's social media platform, as millions of users continue to delete their X platforms and download Blue Sky Social, which was created by the original founders of Twitter. I'm personally loving Blue Sky Social, where I post every day. Feel free to give me a follow. Lastly, Trump just revealed in an interview that he is unsure if he will be able to lower grocery prices, stating that it would be, quote, very hard to do so. Unfortunately, everyone but Republicans knew that Trump was not going to have solutions for our economy. Best case scenario for the country is Trump just takes credit for the Biden-Harris economy, just like he did in 2016 after inheriting Obama's economy.
Doug Ford makes sense. He is the first Canadian politician to speak frankly. I did not have agreeing with Ford on my 2024 bingo card. If you live in the South and you think that Canadian energy doesn't impact you, stay tuned. Maybe you saw the article where Doug Ford is warning that if Donald Trump produces these tariffs, they will retaliate by cutting off energy to the US. And contrary to popular American belief that the only thing Canada exports is maple syrup, which it is a lot, we get over 10 million gallons. Here is a map of the US-Canada energy trade. Big states in red: Montana, North Dakota, Illinois. We're going to come back to this state. Vermont. And I'm a quantitative economist, but this one is very simple. If you lower the supply and the demand stays the same, then your price will increase. This is a real-time energy demand map between states, and here MISO is the Mid-Continent Independent System Operator. They pull it from Canada and take it down to the south. There are multiple lines of energy from Canada coming all across the United States. So if the United States imposes these tariffs on Canada, enjoy your high electric bill.
Hi guys, this cutting off energy supply to the US is going to cripple a lot of things. It's going to make a lot of things happen, because it seems to me as if both parties just want to, it's going to be like a do me I do you kind of situation. US is coming with tariffs. Oh yeah, we also want to do something to match up with their situation. And at the end of the day, like I keep saying, all these plans, all these things, the people that will be at the receiving end and will suffer for all of it will be we, the consumers. The consumers will suffer for it. And at the long run, will it actually be worth it? The fight, in quotes, will it be worth it? Because if the consumers, if you and I, that the country is saying that they swear to protect, at the end of the day, whatever it is they are doing, if it's affecting us as a whole, is it actually worth it? These are many more. There are so many things to consider. But like I always say, it is what it is. These people make their decisions, and then it's not as if they ask for our opinion. They make their decisions, and whatever comes out of it, it is what it is. But I just hope whatever it is, it works out for good. Whatever speculation, whatever thing that it is that they really want to do with this economy, I really hope it works out well. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you feel the advantages of this thing is. Let me know what you feel the disadvantages are. Let me know what you think will actually happen if these things are actually implemented. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe. Ciao.